Hello, I'm Lash of Snow and this is my new gaming channel. Lash of Snow Gaming. Genius name. To begin, as you can see, I thought I'd play World of Warcraft. Yay! One of the best games for some people, and the most hateful game about for others. I know that there are countless WoW videos on YouTube, but all the leveling videos I've seen have been quickly sped up videos and you can never really see what's happening. So I thought I would record the leveling process the way I would like to have seen it, almost like a brief walkthrough. As you can see, my choice of race and class and gender was a troll, shaman, female. Now, I didn't really know what to begin this leveling video with, as I have a troll and I have an orc and a lot of other characters, and I didn't really want to get bored leveling this one. So I put it out to a vote on Facebook and Twitter between family and friends, and a lot of them suggested shamans and females, but the races were split massively. A lot of them wanted a night elf shaman, but that can't happen for some reason. The fact that they're druids, I thought they could be shamans, but whatever, that's Blizzard's choice. I'm not claiming to be a World of Warcraft expert, so don't expect anything massive about every little speck of haste and mastery and critical strike. I just play this game because I like to play this game. So if you're here for an in-depth look at stats and everything, I'm sorry, this is the wrong video. It's also the first time I've done anything like this for YouTube, so I'll be a little rusty. So all comments are welcome, hopefully not negative ones.
Your trainer
Sure.
should be somewhere in the grounds here.
As you can see,
I'll catch you later, man.
with 6.1, the latest release, Blizzard will now allow you to buy heirlooms instead of having to run a certain raid 15 times, 16 times just to get one, loot drop. They've now given you the chance to buy them for gold. So I bought a whole load of these on my other troll, who's a level 100 priest, shadow priest, and this should be handy for leveling, as it should level me quicker, so the video shouldn't be as long and draggy as they would have been initially. So at this minute in time, as you can see, the shaman is wearing cloth, but I think a shaman can wear leather and also mail later on. So I will just rattle away here while everything happens on screen. So as you can see, I'm selecting auto loot and turning off the massive helm with the big neck piece sticking out. So this is troll starting area, which is the Echo Isles, just off the coast of Duratar on Kalimdor. Yeah, so I selected the wrong shoulders first off. I went more for a cosmetic look instead of a individual stat preference. So this is just me trying to get the right one. And I think that's it. Is it? Yes, I'm now happy with that. As you can probably tell, I'm recording this after recording the video. I thought it would have been easier instead of massively long pauses while I try and think of something to say. I could just talk over it all. Yeah, so this will be my first attempt at leveling a shaman. Previously I've leveled a shadow priest to 100, a hunter to 90. What else? I have a warlock. It's only started recently leveling him. He's an undead warlock. He's level 36. Got a blood elf paladin as well. She's only level 30. I also have an alliance character too, as I'm more a horde player, but I thought it would be also quite nice to have an alliance side point of view. So when Warlords was launched, obviously everyone got a free 90 boost. Yay or nay, depending on your hardcore player. And I used it to boost a Pandaren mage to level 90. And obviously before Warlords was released, I ran about and geared up and things, but then swiftly after that I got quite bored with the alliance side of things. So I decided to roll a troll, Shadow Priest, and now he's the strongest character that I ever had. Just Shadow Priest are uber cool. So this will be my first time leveling Shaman, and I was going to go for the obvious Orc Shaman, you know, the whole Thrall Horde connection. You know, some people call Thrall a green Jesus, but I like Thrall, as you would imagine, as a Horde player mainly. But so yes, the point of these videos is, as I said earlier, about the leveling process. Every other video I've seen only levels from, you know, it shows you the first 10 levels or level 10 to 15, but it's sped up for a 3-minute video. I thought, right, well, I will attempt this, and obviously the first video, which is this one, will be around 20 minutes, and it's the first 5 levels. For the beginning, I will try and do 5 levels at a time, so 1 to 5, 5 to 10, but obviously as it gets higher up and the leveling takes longer, the videos will get longer, so the levels might shorten a little bit. So instead of doing 5 levels each time, there might be 2 or 3, depending on how far I start leveling. But unfortunately, you'll see unfortunately or fortunately for some, you'll see every boring little detail of this game, but you'll also see the epics of this game. And I always have a battle to try and get people to understand why I like this game, because when they see it, they just think it's cataclysmically boring. Pardon the pun, but so yes, you'll see every little boring detail of having to kill, like that, cats to get pelts. That happens a lot as a kill and retrieve type of thing. This was a pain in the ass. Obviously you have to go and talk to that guy, Dark Spear Jailer, to let him let the little Naga out, and the Warlock there got in before me, so the wait. Obviously it wasn't that long, but pardon me. Still a pain in the ass when you have to wait for things. So there we go. The first big competition. That's such competition? I wouldn't say competition, but sure. Easy enough. Bang bang, dead. Woo! Oh, I'll talk about my name. Gamu. You may see that it has 2 little dots above the eyes. Or the A, sorry. Gamu was just a name I found online for a shaman, and I thought, oh, that would be a pretty cool name for a shaman. It sounds kind of elemental, almost. The reason I have the fancy A, the A with 2 dots, is my girlfriend is Finnish. So they have that in every other word in their language, and I think it's kind of cool, because you can make a normal word look a bit interesting, or look mythical, or, you know, something like that. But recently I've named all my characters with an A with 2 dots or an O with 2 dots, just to make them a bit different. It's also a pain in the ass if you don't have that particular type of keyboard. And you can't actually type those, because then it's hard to actually friend people. But the pros outweigh the cons for me anyway. That would be this would be a little pet think it's, what is it, Netherray. I got it from Netherstorm and Outland, which, all being well, you will see in God knows how many video times. But this is Vol'jin, the troll
Spirits
racial
people
leader, but
chat.
also now, after Mr.
I have
Pandaria,
something to show
the new
you.
Horde War Chief.
It'll be easier to
You now have a
understand
little
if you see
vision
it yourself.
that I will let you watch because it's
Don't talk
epic.
back to me,
So enjoy.
troll. You know who was left in charge here. Haven't you stopped to ask yourself why Thrall chose me instead of you?
There be no question why, Garrosh. He gave you the title because you be Gram's son. And because the people be wanting a war hero. I think you be more like your father than you thought. Even without the demon blood.
You are lucky that I don't gut you right here, whelp. You are foolish to think you can speak to your war chief in such ways.
You'll be no war chief of mine. You not earn my respect. And I'll not be seeing the Horde destroyed by your foolish thirst for war.
And what exactly do you think you're going to do about it? Your threats are hollow. Go slink away with the rest of your kind to the slums. I will endure your filth in my throne room no longer!
I know exactly what I'll be doing about it, son of Hellscream. I'll watch and wait as your people slowly become aware of your ineptitude. I'll laugh as they grow to despise you, as I do. And when that time comes, that your failure is complete and your power is meaningless, I will be there to end your rule, swiftly and silently. You will spend your reign glancing over your shoulder and fearing the shadows. For when the time comes and your blood be slowly draining out, you will know exactly who fired the arrow that pierced your black heart.
You have sealed your fate, troll.
And you yours, War Chief. The Dark Spear are here because I led them here.
That was that.
Ogrimmar be
sorry.
no home, long as it be under
Oh, they're still
Hellscream's hand. Still I fear
Sorry,
I
War
was
Chief.
letting my temper drive me to being rash. Thrall devoted himself to making the Horde what it is, so I've no eagerness to be leaving it on a whim. This will be needing much more thought. But these be worries for older.
Yeah, so I found that little
You still have
vision pretty awesome because it sets up,
What you want
I think it is
later?
just after the Throne of Thunder on Mr. Pandaria, when Garrosh himself gets a bit too big for his boots, and that little argument basically sets in motion everything that happens. And if you haven't took part or heard about it, I'll not spoil anything. But needless to say, it's quite epic. Anyway, moving on. There's one thing I've noticed, and I've always thought, why? I know trolls are meant to be kind of an island race, but I've never understood why they have to have Jamaican accents. I always find that strange. Never really used to like trolls until, again, the end of what I was just talking about, when Vol'jin became the war chief. It only ever took one line in a cutscene, and instantly, for some odd reason, I completely fell in love with trolls. Not love in a love way, but love in a love way. That makes loads of sense. But a guy I work with can never seem to understand how it only took one line. And if you're watching this, Matthew, I do not know.
Hello,
I
man.
can't explain it myself, but Maybe it was because I was a Horde player
See you
and
later.
I finished that particular patch, let's say, with an Alliance player. Maybe I felt guilty.
Don't be
You know,
shy.
with the whole Horde Alliance thing. I'd only ever really played Horde, and I finished that particular
Bye bye now.
air quotes patch with an Alliance character. So all it took was a strong Horde character, and bang, I was straight back. And I've been loving it ever since. That's why I hoped that Facebook and Twitter, friends and family, would suggest a lot more Horde races than Alliance races. But I was thinking, oh, they don't really know this game as well as others do, so they might just pick the nice friendly looking ones, like a human, or a nice purple night elf, or a nice,
I know this is
well,
probably
would say
busy work,
nice blue
but I don't
alien
mind.
with tentacles.
These baby raptors are cute little devils.
But instead of a scary looking undead zombie no chin thing, or a big freakishly massive orc face.
How are ya?
But thankfully they chose a decent race.
You'll be
Try
One of my
not to make
favourite
me
races,
look too
if
bad,
not
eh?
my current favourite, as everybody in game can probably notice. Orcs have taken a bit of a slump after that last patch. Let's call it just the siege for anybody who hasn't done it, but I think whenever I say the siege, everyone knows what it is.
Spirits be with you, man.
Yeah.
Stay away from the
Oh. Yes, so we're nearing the end of this video. Still, what, 2-3 minutes? But I will now start talking about what is happening on screen. As well as a leveling video for this, I thought I would explain basics for people who have never really played the game. I don't know how without sounding insulting, but yeah. So you can see the 1 and the 2 keys are your attacks. And obviously you can move them around as you wish, but I'll have a think about if I will try and do a tutorial or whatever, but I might just actually focus on the leveling side of things, because it would be a bit arsey if you were trying to say, oh no, you did it this way, I did it this way. I know everybody always says that you should be key binding and have macros coming out your teeth, but I've leveled a handful of characters and I've never key bound things, or I've never used an awful lot of macros, but it's always been fine for me. Like saying that I am a casual player, but I'm not a hardcore who raids every night, but I play happy more. But yes, as I said, we're coming to the end of this video, and this is a big bad scary naga. We have to kill this little baby dinosaur who squeak really loudly. If we collect an orb of corruption, because that little naga sea witch bitch woman thing corrupted all poor little dinosaurs, and that's why that particular dinosaur right there is glowing. Yeah, so once I hand in these quests, it should bump me up to level 5, and it's a lot quicker than usual because of the heirlooms we noticed at the beginning. I think they give you a 10% increase on extra experience killing monsters. I don't know if it applies to
How
quests
you
as well.
doing, man?
Yeah, I see a 12 little baby raptor dinosaurs.
things, man.
Dinosaur raptors. Killed the sea witch. Got the orb. Got a vest. That's useless because of the heirloom chest. And mercy for the levels.
Spirits
Yeah, level 5. So, I would say goodbye for now. This has been level 1 to 5. So soon,
Okay,
maybe about level 5 to 10 up here. So, Thank you very much for watching, and if you'd like it, subscribe, comment, whatever. Bye bye.